The inspiration for the pavilion began with a conversation. We were really inspired that something as simple as a drawing, a grid on the floor, can set the scene for something much deeper, and it could tell you something about the past, the present, and the future.
My name is Nouro.
And I'm Basma.
And we are the curators of the Saudi Pavilion.
We were really excited that we were contacted by Dubai Design Week and that they started creating the idea of the international pavilions within the context of Dubai Design Week. We were so interested that they created this opportunity for people to wander around and to really explore culture within the context of design.
The theme of gaming and culture that Dubai Design Week chose is very relevant to the Saudi Pavilion because Saudi Arabia is actually one of the top gaming countries in the world. And to us, we wanted to connect the new generation with a cultural game, something that doesn't need technology, something that you could play anywhere and you could just draw on the sand, play it with stone. For the Saudi Pavilion, we chose the game of Umtisa. The game of Umtisa is a very cultural game as it was first played using sand and stone. And it is actually one of the oldest games in the world. It has been played for centuries all over the world. There's something really beautiful about the simplicity of the grid of Umtisa. It allowed each designer to have their own narrative, and collectively they created the harmony and balance within the pavilion itself.
It's more of an interactive journey. It resembles the Najdi traditional house interior. It's all about muddy walls, adobe walls, triangles, and different kind of shapes, handmade shapes. So we tried to apply the Sadu into the design to focus on the traditional part of the interior, and had introduced the fractured walls as part of the modern part of the interior space, and tried to connect both with the pieces around them.
It was really very interesting that the main theme of the pavilion was about a cultural game that was maybe somehow forgotten from the past. Or
since the pieces in the past are not identical, what I did here is make all the 9 pieces are identical, so that emphasize the modern life. So people are like, they look like each other, or they use the same thing.
As a designer, I thought floor seating is a great niche target in the Arabian culture and in many other cultures as well. For this in specific, I thought it works very well because a lot of our activities and games happen while we're sitting on the floor, be it a card game or a video game session or simply a storytelling. For us, being closer to the ground subconsciously kind of makes us go up and relate back to earth in a very simplistic way, and that's the key, I think, to being able to play a game very freely.
the main concept of the pieces that I have designed is actually to create a focal light on the objects that will be displayed in the event. The fittings will be dimmable, so we can actually create some interesting atmosphere, so we can have an interactive play of the game itself.
The lights will grab the attention of people when they see them. They try to figure out the source of light, since the source is hidden inside the pieces. And the second thing, they gonna experiment with the pieces. If you move the pieces, you will get a different pattern. If you hold it, you will reflect the lights in your face. So that's what I hope the visitors are gonna do with my pieces. So yeah. every time you place them in a different way, you will get a different like a different pattern, a different placement. Even the pieces itself, because it has like almost 18 faces, so you can place it in a different face, you will get a different shape.
It's interesting to work with a team because each piece has its unique architecture, its own unique style, and connecting these pieces together brings up new ideas and concepts.
I mean, usually, as a lighting designer, things are done mostly with an architect or interior designer. In this case, we are actually doing multitasking. So I'm not only doing the design of the fitting, again with my partner designers who are involved. We have to think in a way out of the box. So it's not actually only focusing on the effect of the light. It's really have to be involved in every single detail, so that at the end the whole pavilion is done in a very nice way, and it's actually giving the message to the people who are visiting the space itself.
Floor seating is a very interesting niche market that I've been working with since I started my piece with Sada. And it really made me understand why and how the culture sits on the floor, and to what extent is it a very comfortable and relaxed seating. It's actually simply because of its simplicity. So seating on the floor subconsciously connects us back to earth when we get really caught up with our extremely digital and competitive lifestyle. Also, one of the most known and common activities that happen while floor seating is provided is gaming. So whether it's a card game that takes a very long time, or a video game session, or simply a storytelling, it's always comfortable to be on the floor because the players are not confined to a certain space or a number of players. The space is infinite and you can move in any direction that you want. So it's kind of you own the space with the game. In this case, the saddle seats allow the people to come, play, sit, and contemplate the pieces.
Remember the past, and the past is always simple.
When you learn from the past and when you really are proud of your culture, this is how a country can actually develop and have a stamp on the map itself of the world.
I hope they enjoy the pavilion, interact with the pieces, get to know the game more.
I think the Saudi Pavilion is quite a powerful one in sending out multiple messages. Saudi Arabia is a very cultural place. It is in the process of progress and a lot of social change. It's not easy because it's a very traditional place, like I just said, and it's moving in the right direction of allowing tradition and modernity to combine themselves together in a way that doesn't disrupt the society.
We hope that the visitors to the Saudi Pavilion get immersed in the total experience of the pavilion. So we have product designers, interior designers, lighting and architects who have created the Saudi Pavilion, and it will be a complete experience. The visitors really create another dimension for the pavilion itself, the way they interact with the pieces, the way they decipher a lot of the questions that we've put forth. That allows for a very dynamic experience and something that's almost like a dreamlike state.